Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 60 Seconds with, that's right, it's your friend, your ally, the Mighty Bashub. So, when we left off, we had just gotten into the bunker, and we collected some items that we think we're going to need. Hopefully this run will be better than the last one. We didn't last too long last time. So, let's see if we can't find an endgame scenario this time. We got to the shelter just in time. Good thing, Mary Jane didn't bring her tuba. Haha, the fan noise here is bad enough. Wait a second, where's Timmy? We vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favor. So, we got a lock. Good thing we grabbed that suitcase. What we found inside will definitely prove useful. Oh, okay. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time, which is good. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Well, alright, that's good for me. Yeah, this does look pretty good for a beginning scenario. Let's hope, geez, viewers, let's hope this time we can make it to the end. We need a ration, so we're not going to give anybody anything. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there is still much to be done. Like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. All right, well. Here we go. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Mary Jane seems fine. Hopefully it will stay that way. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Ted says there's no need to worry about him today. He's okay. Well, very good. Nothing for anybody. And, you know, you can always go back and check by clicking on everyone. You can really, I don't know if you can hear that. You guys can hear the fan churning in the background. Interesting. Yeah, the area is still irradiated. God, we're not gonna be able to go out for a few weeks. We didn't get the gas mask, so we're not gonna be able to go out, at least for a little while. We woke up today feeling very uncomfortable. It was like someone or something was watching us. Oh no. We could have sworn we noticed movement in the shadows. If anything besides us is alive in the bunker, it's time to teach it who's the boss around here. Well, we don't have the gun. God, I hope this doesn't ruin the axe. Sometimes it ruins the axe. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Dolores has to drink sometimes. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. So now everyone's thirsty. So now we can start doling out water to everyone. Take away the food because we don't want to feed anyone yet. I don't think anyone's hungry yet. No, they're all just thirsty. Which is fine. We're not going to send anyone out yet. Really, you guys, it's not a good idea to send your people out. You know, if you don't have the gas mask, it's not good to send your people out. Kill the fly. Yep, got it. All right. You maniacs, you blew it up. Ah, damn you. Damn you all to hell. That's something we should have told our neighbors when they blew up their barbecue last spring. Those are good times, even if they wasted a perfectly good barbecue. That's so morbid. This game is definitely listed as a morbid comedy, but man, jeez. If I'd watched my neighbors die from an exploding barbecue, living in the past is not wise in our current situation. Hells no. We need to think of today and tomorrow. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Oh, here we go. So it must be small. I mean, is this it? Like, I always wonder, is there more in the shelter? Like, you know, we're looking in as the player, right? As like we're playing this game, we're looking in on the family. Kill that fly. excuse me. There we go. I've always wondered if there's more back behind us that we can't see. Like, there's got to be beds back there. This can't be their bed. There's got to be beds back there, and I don't know. It talks about, you know, holes in the wall and holes in the ground and access ports besides where they are. Like, I don't see the ladder here that we come down, you know, so the ladder's got to be behind us, right? Anyway, I just think about these things. Never mind. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't? Everything seems okay with Dolores. Of course, Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much, so we don't have to give anybody anything. Let's keep going. We're not going outside. Not happening. Day 4. We're not big fans of our strange-smelling shelter, but when we started to smell something burning, we quickly realized how much we prefer the nothing is on fire scent it had before. A fire. We need to put it out and save our supplies. Oh man, I haven't seen this event yet. We don't have time to save them all. What do we save? Shit. Ah, geez, you guys. Well, I've got to save the radio. It's the most important to end game. Hopefully we don't lose anything important. Well, it looks like our first aid kit got ravaged. And we lost our scout book. So because of that one random event, thanks 60 seconds. Womp, 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 womp. This puts us now at quite the disadvantage moving forward. See, gosh. This is going to be another short run of 60 seconds. How brutal. We need our source of information we want for the radio first, and we're able to grab it before it was engulfed by flames. Unfortunately, our other supplies weren't so lucky. We need to evaluate our losses. Kill the fly. Again, nobody is telling me if that matters. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying so out loud. Everything seems okay with Dolores. Ted is fine. Not going outside yet. Not happening. What was that? A rat? Rats are usually smaller than cats. And what's with the double tail? We can't let that thing get to our supplies. Well, we need to use the axe again. Alright. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Jeez, guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. If there's something we need, it's water for Dolores. Everyone's thirsty. Water. 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 We're doing good so far on supplies. Not going outside. Not happening. No cards. So, again, I mentioned in the last video, the cards are important to endgame. The axe is important to endgame, the radio and the flashlight is important to endgame. I got everything except those. Or except the cards, I mean. So, geez, well, we'll have to see how we do without them. Oh, kill the fly. Got it. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set for the kids? Or kid? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone we sent that man away. Good riddance. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Ted is hungry. Let's... Oh, nope. Lost it. Alright, so Mary Jane is hungry. Dolores is hungry. Ted is hungry. So far we're a weekend. It's the first time we've happened to give any of them food. And the cans go by portions, which is good. Nobody's going outside yet. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it end? No idea, but let's find out. Well, all we have is the flashlight, so let's see what we got. While looking through the room with the flashlight, we ran into an old rifle that used to belong to Grandpa Bill. We believed he brought it back from Europe after World War I. It seems to be in working order, even though in his final years Bill was more concerned with smoking like a chimney and trying on his beret. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine today. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Ted is fine. We don't have any ammo for the rifle. Don't know how good it's going to do us. Not going outside, not going to happen. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened we found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? We have a suitcase. I've come across this scenario and it's not good. Usually it's not good. So no, we ain't going to do it. Not this time anyway. Here, the Geiger counter. Still not good to go outside. We have no idea who left this, and nowadays you can trust anybody. Can't trust anybody. We're not risking our lives for some supplies. They could be poisoned. We threw the gift right away and quickly forgot about it. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane is, yeah, okay, she's thirsty. Dolores has to drink sometimes, and Ted is thirsty. So we started off with more water than we did with food, which is usually a good end game. But again, we lost some vital stuff in that, random fire. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. Yeah, well, remember, this game is set in, the 1950s, 1960s, post-World War II, Cold War. Did they trust the government back then? I don't think so. Maybe they did. I know it's not funny. There's a lot of distrust now. We knew it. The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days, and told us to await further instructions, so that's good. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. No new problems are troubling Ted this fine morning. No one's going outside. For an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something has been making a lot of noise since dawn, and we couldn't sleep. Excuse me, guys. It seems to be coming from under the floor, and coincidentally, we just found a manhole that we could use to go down and check what's going on. Well, oh man. Let's go with the axe. No, light the axe. Light the axe. Let's go armed. We're going with the axe. Yeah, you hear that? What was that growling? What the hell? Amen! We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile. Or an alligator. Or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Dolores was hurt. Oh no. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. See, we can't use the first aid kit anymore because of the stupid random event that happened. So now Dolores is hurt and we can't help her. Contamination is still strong. No way, we're not going outside. So see, internet, sometimes in this game, crazy things happen and you have no control over them. As we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. It turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in a pretty bad shape. They all wanted us to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least clean bandages and medicine to attend their wounded. So we have lots of water. Let's give them that. Maybe we'll get some medicine for Dolores. Come on, medicine for Dolores. Because So we need her for the long game. Oh, alright, well we got a map. We've never seen anyone so touched by a simple gift. A minute later, those poor people were hugging us like there was no tomorrow, quite possibly actually, and thanking us for the gesture. They were eager to repay us, and one of their group offered us a map of the local area. They claimed it helped them get here, so it brought luck upon whoever used it. We promised we would give it a try and wish them a safe journey. Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? Ted wants water. If there is water, Dolores should get it, and Ted wants water too. So we gave them water. Now we need to give everyone water. Ted gets water, and then everyone else gets water. All right. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after that atomic bomb drop. Yet here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go answer it? Yeah, we're gonna send our daughter to go answer because she's gonna go. She's gonna come back. See, she's fine. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from the nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on the other side. We hope they will get back to us. On their side, we hope they will get back to us. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Mary Jane is hungry now. Dolores would really love to eat something, and so is Ted. So, that's fine. We got plenty of food. Plenty of time still until we need to go outside. Yeah, we're not going to go out there yet. You maniacs, you blew it up. Ah, damn you all to hell. That's something we should have told our neighbors when they blew up their barbecue. Here's this again. Okay, yeah, alright, we already heard that. I don't get why the game repeats some old stuff. That doesn't make sense. To me, anyway, the repeating of stuff doesn't really make a lot of sense. Who knows, maybe the world will offer new opportunities and it won't be that bad. Mary Jane seems fine today. Oh, there we go. Mary Jane seems fine today. We are no doctors, but we should help Dolores. Her wounds are pretty bad. Jeez. Yeah, Dolores might not make it through this playthrough, you guys. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. Yeah, we can't help her. Nobody's going outside. No scout book. Burned up in the random fire. If there is one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell brilliant stories about the turtles, elephants, and wizards. It would be so reassuring to hear one of these stories again, and yet we don't even have a photo of him, just memories. Day 15. Still radiated. So we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is so cruel, too cruel. Can we spare some water? Maybe Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Is there one thing we need? It's water for Dolores. Ted is also thirsty. Still doing all right on water and food. We don't need to go outside yet. Oh, jeez. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if the whole place turned into Adamville. Yeah, it's too bad, you guys. But it's part of living in the apocalypse, yo! It's what happens, man. Don't mess with Russia. They'll bomb you. Hopefully the time to leave will come soon. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Whoop, kill the fly. Got it. Day's been fine for Dolores thus far. Ted seems to be doing alright. Good, nobody's upset. Maybe Dolores will get better. Ha! Guess what? We already got ourselves our very own Fallout garden. Whoop. Yeah, got it. We've got a bunch of mushrooms growing on the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast for today? Yeah, let's eat them. Yep. As long as we don't have to eat soup. See, where's these mushrooms? I want to see them. Oh no. Ted got sick. That's not good. That's not good, you guys. Ted is like what holds this family together. And if Ted gets sick, we're screwed, you guys. We're screwed. The Mighty Bashub does not like this. Not at all. We learned something today. Tomato soup is our best friend and mushrooms aren't. Yuck. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine today. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay that way. Ted became infected with something. Goddamn mushrooms. See, he's sick too. God, we still can't go outside. Ugh, God, you guys. Spiders seem to be operating under the assumption that they have been in the same rights to the shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. It's time we change that. No bug spray. No book. No first aid kit. We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Dolores will not last long without water. And let me guess, Ted's thirsty too. Pretty soon we're going to have to go outside, you guys. Even to look for just water and a first aid kit. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated yet. This is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insist that they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends? Should we let them in? No way, man. I'm not going to be waiting for them to deem who is rich and who is poor. That's not what I want. Not at all. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Killed that fly. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Amen. I wouldn't trust anybody either. Alright, Mary Jane's hungry. Dolores is hungry. Ted's hungry. Yep, we still can't go outside. Time to listen to the radio. It's high time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about what's going on outside in the brave new world. 20 days, you guys. That's pretty good in this playthrough. We've been getting pretty far. We're able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service, and guess what? Great news! The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Excellent, you guys. In the next episode, we're going to be able to go outside. We need that. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Is there anything to report about Dolores? It would have been written here. Ted is still sick, of course. Poor Ted. Alright, so we're going to prepare to go outside tomorrow. That's going to happen in the next episode. Mary Jane didn't utter a single word today. This is very odd. Maybe we should find out what's wrong or what's going on with her. Yeah, let's talk to her. Heck yeah, she's our daughter. Like, if she's freaking out, talking to herself, God only knows in this little tiny shelter what's going on. We need to, like, say something to her. I would. Man, Mighty Bashub doesn't want members of the tribe going nuts. Day 21, you guys. 3 weeks. Oh, jeez. So it doesn't look like our conversation with Mary Jane went very well. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Mary Jane is pretty fatigued. Dolores has to drink something. Dolores got ill. All Ted wishes for is a few drops of water. Jeez. Ted wants water. I think, let's see, what happened here? She's sick and thirsty. Ted's thirsty. Everyone's thirsty. Everybody in the club wants some water. Alright, who's going out? Well, since Dolores is sick, let's send her out. And we can't let her go. Let's let her take the map so that she can go find stuff that we need. Out she goes. And with that, we're going to conclude this episode. Thanks for watching another episode of Let's Play 60 Seconds with your friend, your pal, your comrade, the Mighty Bashu. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, leave some comments down below, tell me what you think, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.